everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing Loki Season 2's post-credit scene, hidden meaning, and kind of breaking that down here from Loki Season 2 Episode 1. We are going to go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As a read, the Disney Plus post-credits scene of Loki Season 2 Episode 1 had teased what's to come next for Sylvie at McDonald's, and a Marvel Studios producer has already explained the meaning behind this post-credit scene. The trailers for Loki Season 2 have teased a story filled with plenty of time travel and multiversal chaos, of course, even involving the Avengers' next big bad, Kang. But one of the more confusing inclusions comes in a trip to a 20th century McDonald's in the 1980s. Fans knew since production that Season 2 would take a trip to the fast food chain, as set photos revealed the actress Sophia DiMartino's Sylvie wearing a McDonald's uniform, along with shots of Tom Hiddleston's Loki sitting in the restaurant, and we've even had some actual scenes and teases, marketing and promoting from the scene. And so, the Season 2 premiere of Loki brought a post-credits scene to reveal the fate of Sophia DiMartino's Sylvie, after she was last seen at the end of time, having just killed He Who Remains, the Kang variant, and opened the doors to the multiverse. In the same clothes that she was last seen wearing in Season 1, Sylvie exits one of the TVA's TemPad portals onto a grain field of where she was confirmed to be in a 1982 in Broxton, Oklahoma, notably on a branch timeline, so not in the same timeline that the MCU is taking place in, pretty much. The location, first of all, itself has to have been featured once before in an MCU series, as Agent Carter villain Whitney Frost was born in the town in 1911, and it was even briefly featured in flashback sequences to her younger years in the Agent Carter show. After exploring, though, Sylvie came across and entered a classic McDonald's, of where she simply asked an employee, "How do I do this?" The worker, whose badge labels him as Jack, asked for her order in response. Sylvie retorted with a hilarious response, though, asking for not a squirrel, not a possum, not rats, something that's already dead, and nothing with a face, please. Jack then offered her to try one of their new chicken McNuggets, and we have a Big Mac as well. At the same scene, though, McDonald's famous nuggets actually shouldn't be yet on the menu, technically, having debuted 1 year later in 1983, so maybe that's the hilarious reason for why this is like a different timeline. I'm not necessarily sure. The Goddess of Mischief simply turned around in awe of where she was, exhibiting a look of tragic happiness as she declared, "I want to try everything." This moment has already been explained by producer Kevin Wright in a previous interview with Fast Company, but pretty much the producer told how, as someone who has been running through time and been on this mission since her childhood, the novelty of a classic McDonald's looked appealing, living a normal life essentially, saying that, in quote, "When we stayed in the view of character, this woman who went on the run as a child had been running through time, as a fugitive of time, living in apocalypses, never being able to relax or slow down. The novelty of walking into a 1980s McDonald's looked appealing," ending that quote right there. He goes on to add that as Sylvie never got to experience the ordinary novelties of childhood, much of which would often involve McDonald's for many, someone like her would be really taken by that, saying that also, in quote, "You play a little league game and go to McDonald's. You go to a kid's birthday party at McDonald's. Someone like Sylvie would have never actually experienced that and would have been really taken by that," ending that quote right there. McDonald's itself has been heavily baked into the marketing of Loki Season 2, as they have a marketing deal or whatever going on. A partnership, pretty much. And Kevin Wright, the producer, has been clearly that these partnerships came about after the fast food chain was written into the script, not the other way around, actually. The producer added that he was worried McDonald's would assume its role in the series would come as a joke, but it was clear that the goal was selling an earnest story about someone who will see all of the novelty and joy of it, saying that, in quote, "I was a little bit worried that McDonald's would think that we wanted to do something ironic or make fun of them, but we are selling an earnest story. I love a letter to nostalgia through a character's eyes who will see all of the novelty and joy of it," ending that quote right there. But after pitching the idea to Marvel's partnerships team, Kevin Wright explained that he was told that they already work with McDonald's, and so approaching them with this partnership makes it even better. Also saying that, in quotes, "When I first pitched it, our internal team said, you realize we already have a partnership with McDonald's already, right?" The fact that we're going to them and wanting to do something makes it even better. Ending that quote right there. So this year all being said, what's exactly going to come for Sylvie next at McDonald's? Based on the trailers for Loki Season 2, marketing, promoting, and even some of the scenes, fans will already know well of that Sylvie will find herself actually working at McDonald's, which will seemingly serve as the place of her reunion with Tom Hiddleston's God of Mischief in Season 2. With Sylvie now having found herself at that McDonald's ahead of her, her employment, one would expect those scenes, including the reunion of Loki with his female variant Sylvie, to come for the next second episode. It's truly intriguing how Sylvie has found herself particularly on a branch timeline going into Season 2, especially as that arrow only became possible after she killed He Who Remains, opening the doors for new branches to form, creating the multiverse in a way, or unleashing it much rather. Having completed her mission of killing the man behind the TVA, He Who Remains, Sylvie appears to have no aspirations of getting involved in any more shenanigans, but rather is seeking the normal life that she could have and that she never did have. Granted, that will undoubtedly go out the window sooner rather than later, as the trailers have revealed that, as expected, she will eventually go back into the action in using her powerful magic abilities once again. One also has to wonder of how long it will be before the controversial romance, dubbed self-obsessed by some fans, between Loki and Sylvie surges once again. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest. After the last season concluded with an emotional kiss between the pair of variants. It's like kissing yourself or like your twin. It's just weird. I don't like it. Anyway, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. What did you think about Loki Season 2, Episode 1 so far? I finally put out my review of Episode 1, Season 2 of Loki out here on the channel as well. Of course, we're going to be discussing and talking about breaking down some of the things that we're seeing throughout the Loki Season 2 here on the channel, of course. We're also discussing and talking about all types of Marvel-related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. All the more reason to grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. As I had also mentioned, I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions and theories going forward in the comment section down below about Loki Season 2. There's a lot going on here, and I can't wait for it. I'm just so excited for it. Marvel is back. This has to be one of the best Marvel projects that we've had in a moment. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Have a great one, guys. Peace out.